take your final seats there. We will be moving shortly. All right, thank you guys. Hello!
Monorail going on the Bronx River, above the Bronx River. And then some more peacocks. I guess they just wander between cages to cages. I don't really know. They have free will in the Bronx Zoo. And then there was some deer also. I think these, I don't remember the name of these, but they were like very patchy on their fur. It was cool to see. Here were some horses. They were little ponies. And the monorail expert was saying that they were ready to go in. They were waiting for the keeper, so that's why they were all crowded around like that. And then I'll show you guys a better clip of this, but I believe these are the balls. But they were pretty far at first, but the monorail goes around so you get a better angle of them. Yeah, these were the balls. It was pretty cool to see. I felt like I was in like Wyoming or something, where they just graze around freely. Another clip. So cool. They have a lot of space. Like I don't know if you can really see it. Oh, this was a tiger. This was a tiger, which was so crazy. I mean, it was just walking around like insane. I don't even know what to say. Like, that is crazy. That's so scary. Imagine you're just walking around in some like forest and you see that. Oh my gosh, I can't. And then there was a more deer. I'm still fascinated by that tiger that was just walking around. The monorail expert also said that it usually doesn't walk around like that. That it's usually kind of hard to see. Oh, and then there was a baby elephant. Baby elephant, baby elephant, baby elephant. Just flipping its tail around. It was so cute. Little baby elephant reminded me of Dumbo. And here was the rhino, the rhinoceros, which again was so cool to see because, I mean, I went to visit the Bronx Zoo with my sister and we were just talking about it the whole time, how like crazy it is that they have these animals in New York. It's not something you would expect. Like, why do they just have all these rhinos, giraffes, tigers, zebras? Those animals are from foreign countries that who knows if we'll ever be able to visit. Hopefully we can, but like, it's crazy that they're there, that we can see them. Anyways, back to the animals. There was more deer just vibing around. These ones were so still, like statues. The expert was also saying that they like don't make an appearance. I guess that's why they were kind of frozen.
Fish. I've even seen a bald eagle flying around here once. Now, as we come across the bridge, our next animal sometimes stops us in.
And then these were the mountain goats. Apparently, he said that they can jump up to 6 feet high. And I meant to ask him, I wonder if they still jump that high, like in the zoo. I don't know if that's just like in nature, or if they also like jump around on those rocks. I don't know. But the twists on their horns was very cool to see. Oh, and here's the red panda. used to take classes